Without a doubt, I was listening to Talk Sport one morning, the day after another footballer had collapsed on the pitch clutching his heart. And during the Jim White show, Trevor Sinclair and Simon Jordan both expressed an opinion that they thought there needed to be some kind of investigation because these players are collapsing on the fields of play and nobody seems too bothered about it. I was a professional footballer for 17 years, hand on my heart, I never saw one player in my entire career in 17 years, that's not just matches, I'm talking about training 5 days a week for 17 years. Not one player did I see with a heart problem. Not one. Now, all these players start collapsing on the pitch. Trevor Sinclair happens to bring up the subject and questions why nobody is being interested in investigating this.
He was conscious when he was taken to the Royal Berkshire Hospital and was communicative with the club medical personnel as well as his family.
Good.
That's about the best news, I think, Simon, we can expect
absolutely.
At this time.
I think everyone wants to know if he's had the COVID vaccine.
Halfway through his sentence, his microphone got cut off. Live on air, microphone cut. He was not allowed to speak about that subject anymore. Now that is irrefutable evidence that there is censorship. And that censorship would have come from Ofcom. And if you don't think that the government has told them to do that, then I'm sorry, you're living on a different planet. The media have been so complicit in all of this. I've sat in a meeting this afternoon at Parliament at Portcullis House where Dr. Aseem Malhotra gave a presentation, and in amongst the crowd were a lot of the vaccine injured. And these people are crying out for some help and just to be noticed. And our media have completely turned their back on them. I spoke, Lisa Shaw, who worked for the BBC, one of their own. She died last year, last May, and it is now October 2022. She died May 2021. I spoke to her husband today. Despite the fact that the vaccine manufacturer is on her death certificate, despite that fact, they still won't pay him out from the vaccine compensation scheme. Absolutely disgusting. This is, and it appears that the tactics from these people are that we will stretch it out as far as we can and hope people get fed up and don't keep badgering us for your £120,000. I'm sorry, that's not good enough in this day and age. And quite frankly, the media in this country have got a lot to answer for. I think they could have, if we had a independent media, this crisis would have been over about 2.5 years ago. So I appreciate your points over the other side of the room, but I'm telling you, there is censorship and it's going on and it's disgusting and it's at a level that is going to be dangerous for this country, especially with the bills that they've got trying to come through with the online harm safety bill, all that kind of stuff. It is dangerous and it is taking you down a road. I'm not saying that this government is tyrannical, they might be, but what I'm saying is all these bills that they're going to try and put through, they put in place the mechanisms for a tyrannical government to come in and take advantage of those laws. So we should never, ever bring those laws in. Thank you.